The first of the Grand Theft Auto series to truly capture our imagination was Grand Theft Auto 3. The first 3D world with innovative and very non-linear style gameplay, a lot of player in a crime-infested world to do whatever he damn well pleased. But we didn't ever really decide to pay homage to the original games that are now free from Rockstar. The first really popular Grand Theft Auto was number 2. Yes, the top-down 2D style shooter. Funny thing is, comparing a 2D shooter driving game to a sandbox style modern day Grand Theft Auto, you might think it's absolutely worthless. But believe it or not, Grand Theft Auto 2 will bring you quite a bit of pleasure. You start off at a church with absolutely no money and no respect from 3 gangs. You can go to each gang and do a job that will make the other rival gangs angry at you. So therefore, you'll earn respect from one gang, but dislike from the other gang, which can get them to shoot at you. If at one point the gang you have respect, you start killing them, another gang will gain respect for you, but the gang you were working for will then begin to dislike you. So you must have a balanced series with the different gangs to ensure money and job offers. To get a job offer, you simply drive to an area designated by 3 different colored arrows designating a certain gang that are around your character or vehicle, depending what you are doing. Follow the arrow to the certain phone where a job can be offered. Any rival gangs that do not respect you, jobs are not available. Once you go to the phone, you will hear an unusual mimicking voice of a high-pitched person. You would have found this strange, but back in the day, that was actually quite normal. Why? But you think if they could put the beautiful radio stations, which they did here, and like they did in the other GTAs, they could have basically added a voiceover for phones and jobs. Driving, you can yes again hear the radio stations of classic GTA gameplay. But unlike the modern GTA where there are actual songs, this is more like talk shows, which can be really cocky and stupid at times. They're not the best, but they do offer you funny comedic style while driving, which makes getting from point A to point B of your destination quite easy and fun. And even the voiceover, like picking up weapons or when the police talk, is pretty handy and kind of funny. When he picks up a machine gun, it's like, machine gun! It's kind of funny and it makes you laugh, but, you know, for an old game, it was bad at the time. At the beginning, the 2D top-down style of driving was actually quite hard, but the camera zooms out as you go faster, so it kind of helps, and it's not, you know, ridiculously hard like other games. You'll get used to it quite quickly, and it'll actually be pretty fun learning how to, you know, play in this unusual style. There are certain places in the city where there are train stations in which you can just hop on a train, it'll bring you to a different part of the city, and the city is actually divided up into several quadrants. You can only save at the church you started at when you have a sum of $50,000, and you can also paint your car and upgrade your car to have some machine guns on the front, which costs an enormous sum of money, which you can earn just by running people over and completing jobs. The police are actually quite aggressive. They'll yank you out of the car and beat you down and arrest you, throw you out, and you'll be stuck with no weapon. You still have your money. There is also a dump where you can leave cars, and they'll either give you money or a certain weapon for leaving a certain type of car there. Once again, if you leave a gang's car there, they'll either get disappointed at you, or they'll, you know, you'll gain respect for them. Like many classic and modern GTAs, there are little mini-games, but this style of mini-game is something like Frenzy, like Killing Frenzies, or something else. Not like picking people up in cabs and earning money. You have a certain amount of time to burn enough people. I know it sounds contrived, and that's why the series was very much contradicted and had a lot of controversy. But nonetheless, it's definitely fun. Now, although GTA 2 is most definitely what appears to be a 2D game, if you look at some of the buildings, it's actually 3D. It's more like the vehicles and people are 2D. This is really that bad, and also another thing I didn't really like was the selection of weapons. There's not that many. There's only like a machine gun, a rocket, a flamethrower, a shotgun, a panther. Not a whole lot else like the other GTAs. You really can't buy your weapons, you more will just find them on the ground, but as an old school game, like I said, it was pretty much normal for the time, but right now it's a little bit below modern day standards. You can can also hop in like fire trucks and shoot people with the water cannon or other little extras that make the game just that much more fun. So on the whole, GTA 2 for free from Rockstar from some kind of third-party site is not really bad at all, but if you get the chance to get number 3 or San Andreas or one of the rather newer ones, I recommend going for that. GTA 2 gets a rather high score of 7 out of 10. A generous score for a rather old game.